Here is part 10, darker, more intense, more cinematic, picking up exactly from the moment the hunter brother arrived. Part 10, the man in the trees. The shock wind still, so still the sisters could hear their own breathing, thin and frightened. Outside, the night air thickened, the way it does before lightning strikes, before something wild breaks loose. The cowboy stood with his back straight, his silhouette framed against the faint moonlight bleeding through the window cracks. He didn't move, didn't blink. Everything sharpened to a thin edge. Another stirred in the leaves. Then another, slow, intentional, a predator severing the hunt. Lyra pressed against the wall, whispering. He's close, too close. The cowboy lifted one hand, low, signaling them to stay still. His other hand wrapped around his rifle, loose grip, perfect control. A faint whistle drifted from somewhere in the pines. High, hunting, almost human, almost not, Talafros. That is his call, his way of telling us he's already seen the house. The cowboy narrowed his eyes. Then he's watching. A soft thud hit the roof. Dust showered down, Sunny gasped. He's above us. The cowboy's voice stayed calm, so calm it made the fear feel louder. No, he wants you to think he is. That boy uses tricks. He stepped forward, slow and silent, and is at the front door open just an inch. Cool night wind brushed his face. The forest stretched black and endless before him. But the cowboy didn't look straight ahead. He looked up, into the treetops, because a hunter that would rarely walked on the ground. Moonlight slipped through the branches, sketching faint shadows. For a moment, everything seemed empty. Then, a shadow shifted, not by accident, not by wind. A figure crouched along a heavy pine line, body low, arms skyled, watching the shock with unblinking intensity. He wasn't dressed like a wanderer. He wasn't dressed like a warrior. He was dressed like the forest itself, dark, earth-toned, smeared with ash and mud, leaves woven into his braids. The sister's brother, the hunter, the one who would not stop. The cowboy didn't raise the rifle. Not yet. He studied him with a kind of quiet sadness. You're the one they're running from, he murmured. As if hearing those words, the figure turned his head slightly, just enough for moonlight to graze his face. Sharp jaw, cold eyes, eyes that once might have been human, but now looked carved from winter stone. The hunter didn't blink, didn't smile, didn't breathe loud enough to be heard. Then, he leaped, not down, but sideways, disappearing through the branches like smoke disappearing in wind. Sunny gasped from inside. Is he leaving? The cowboy shot the door softly. No, he's circling. He's testing the ground, testing him. Tala's voice cracked with dread. He does that before he attacks. The cowboy tightened his jaw. Good, so do I. He blew out a long blade and grabbed the lantern again, not to light it, but to fetch the small tin of black powder hidden beneath it. He pied a thin line across the windowsill, then another along the doorframe. Sunny whispered, "What are you doing?" Making him pick the wrong entrance, the cowboy said. Then he motioned them toward the back of the shack. Away from the windows, away from the hunter's eyes. The forest fell silent, to a silent, no crickets, no WLS, no wind. Then, a soft, almost gentle tap on the window. Just one, just enough to say, "I'm right here." Lyra squeezed Tala's hand, Tala squeezed back. The cowboy lifted the rifle. The sun rose slow over the new river, painting the valley in molten gold. Steam curled from the surface as if the earth was breathing after a long, deep sleep. Ellie Carson stood on the bank, hat in hand, still sucked from the night's fury. He had watched the sisters vanish with the storm, but their presence lingered, woven into the mist, humming in the air, pulsing in the rhythm of the water. He knelt down, dipped his hands into the stream, and felt warmed. Not from sunlight, something deeper. The kind of warmth that felt alive. He cupped it in his palms and whispered, "You ain't just water, are you?" The current shimmered in ripples, small ripples circling his reflection. For a moment, he saw his faces, 3 of them, smiling softly before vanishing beneath the surface. He didn't flinch this time. He simply nodded, as if to say I understand. They passed. Ellie repaired his fences, patched the shack roof, and kept the fire burning through cool nights. Yet the land seemed to be repairing each other faster than he were cold. Flowers pushed through the cracked soil. Grasses rose thick where dust had rolled. Even the cattle returned from the canyons, drawn to the scent of new life. Every dawn, the river glided faintly, just before sunrise, as if greeting him. He began to talk to it like an old friend. You keeping watch out, sir? He'd mutter, setting his coffee mug on a rock. Guess we both got work to do. But the peace didn't last long. On the third night, a strange knocking woke him. Not on the door, beneath the floorboards. 3 soft knocks. He froze, listening, whispered only one word, quiet, steady, fearless. Come on, outside, something primal shifted in the shadows. The hunter answered with a whisper of his own, soft, echoing, drifting through the wood like an old spirit. Yulichai, the ice wolf, a name, a warning, a promise, and the real fight began. If you want part 11, just say yes.